Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today I will be talking about why there is a need to again register in the MSME to get the benefits of MSME. And why do we need again registration number for MSME? Government of India through Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises through the notification on 26th June 2020 has come out saying that all those companies who are already registered with MSME as MSME, they need to again register as MSME. Why again registration is required? The act is same, the rules are same, all the things are same. There is nothing changed in act. Then why there is a requirement to again register as MSME? So this question is very important. A lot of people are not able to understand. A lot of people are asking, we are already registered with MSME. Act has not changed. Then again, why you are asking us to again register for it? What are the benefits? Benefits are same, but again, why there is a need to register? So this time, government has changed few rules. Government has changed few criteria. So let us begin and see what all things have been changed. So first thing is classification. Government has reclassified micro, small, and medium enterprises. Previously, the classification was based on your service sector and manufacturing sector, and investment in service sector and manufacturing sector. In previous classification, service sector was having different criteria for investment to be considered as whether it will fall in micro, medium, or small category. Then again, similarly, the industry, the manufacturing sector was also classified classified among micro, small, and medium enterprise based on the investment in plant and machinery. So now the entire classification has been changed. The government has reclassified entire thing. Now the classification is not based on whether you are a service provider or manufacturer. Now they have clubbed both. Manufacturer and service provider are considered as same. There is no change. There is no difference now between manufacturer and service provider. This is a very big change they have brought in. This is a very important change they have brought in. But now the classification criteria is what is your turnover and what is your investment in plant and machinery or equipment. So the turnover and plant and machinery, investment in plant and machinery or equipment are the two criteria on the basis of which organization, a business will be considered as micro, small or medium enterprise. So let us begin with why there is a need for they have reclassified and what are the other changes they have brought in. Now your turnover, your investment and your turnover and investment are linked with income tax return you have filed last year. So whatever income tax return you have filed last year, from that the government will take your turnover and your investment shown in the income tax return previous year you have filed. If you have not filed your income tax return, that will become a big problem now. You will not be eligible for government schemes, MSME schemes, whatever government is providing. So it is very important now to file your income tax return. Without filing return, you will not be able to get your tax. You will not be able to take your MSME benefits. And second criteria is GST registration. GST registration also is made mandatory. Currently, it is not mandatory, but with effect from 1/4/2021, that is from next year, next financial year, GST registration is also must for small businesses. For whoever want to get the benefits of small business MSME schemes, they need to be registered with GST. See why all these registrations are required. Government is giving a lot of benefits for for micro, small, and medium enterprises. When they are giving so many benefits, definitely they will see that whether the benefits are being utilized properly or not. If benefits are not utilized properly for making business purpose, for developing the business purpose, then the entire the development, the MSME Development Act itself will go off, and whatever benefits are they are giving, those benefits will not serve the purpose what the government want. So in this scenario, government want to keep an eye on the funds which they have provided to the others, on services which they have provided to others, on the benefits which they have provided to the small businesses. So how the government will see whether whatever benefits is being provided to the small and medium enterprises, micro, small and medium enterprises, whether they are utilized properly or not. The government cannot come and see each and every businesses to whom they have given the benefit, that whether you have done the proper work, whether you have utilized properly. Individually, it cannot monitor. So for monitoring purpose, GST returns has to be filed. Once a person files GST return, it will be monitored by one separate department, which will be automatic. If you file GST return monthly, then the government will come to know what business you are doing, how much business you are doing, how much earning you are making, whether your business is growing or not because of MSME benefits, MSME scheme benefits, which you have availed, whether you are utilized the amount only for the business purpose or for the purpose of personal utilization, which is not supposed to be. So these kind of things can be easily traced out from GST returns, because GST returns are mostly monthly or quarterly. So if you do not have any sales, then automatically in your GST you cannot show any sales. In that case, if there is no sales, why there is a need for any benefit? When you have no business, then why should you get benefit of MSME schemes? So again, one more thing is that they'll get a lot of data through which they will analyze, and they can implement more better schemes. They can bring in more better schemes and can implement. So these are the few points based on which they want to link the MSME performance, and they want to foresee their performance through GST registration and income tax registration, through income tax and GST. Whenever a person files income tax return, then he will show his entire income, which will be available for the government to see. Government can analyze whether the business is picking up or it is still slow, or whether the person is doing business or not. So for getting any government business, you have to be totally compliant with law. You compulsorily have to file your income tax return. If you do not file your income tax return, then you will be non-compliant and you will not be able to use MSME benefits. So all this plant and machinery, whatever classification based on what are the basis on which the classification is done, that is plant and machinery and equipment and turnover. Your turnover will be seen from income tax return and GST returns. Your your investment in plant and machinery and your investment in plant and machinery or equipment will be taken from income tax return. And one more very interesting point, very important point. While calculating your investment in plant and machinery or equipment, normally it is asked that while calculating your assets, it is asked that you should exclude land and building from the assets and furniture and fittings. So your total investment will be total asset as per income tax calculation minus plant and minus land and building and furniture and fitting, because land and building, furniture and fitting does not contribute to any direct production or direct services. It is like overhead kind of thing. So these things are excluded from your investment. And from turnover you have to exclude export sales of product or services, and then only you have to arrive at your turnover as per MSME. For knowing the criteria, for knowing that which category you will fall, whether in micro or you will fall under small or you will fall under medium. These two criteria are very important. And for investment, you have to exclude land and building and furniture and fitting. And from turnover, you have to exclude exports. It may be export of products or services. You have to exclude. Then only you will come to know what you fall under which criteria. And your criteria is totally dependent upon previous year's income tax return. It will not be dependent upon current year income tax return, as current year's data will be known only in the next year. If your investment is less than 1 crore and if your turnover is less than 5 crore, you will be categorized under micro category. Whereas if your investment is less than 10 crores and your turnover is less than 50 crore, you will be categorized under small category. And if if your investment is less than 50 crores and your turnover is less than 250 crores, then you will be categorized medium enterprises. So as it goes on, your category will be increasing. Whenever you come here, you can see that there are two criteria. One is investment and the other is turnover. And to stay in any category, both the criteria has to be met. If any one criteria goes to the above category, then you will be considered as above. You will be considering in other above category. This considering in above category is known as graduation. This will be happening in the next year. Suppose in this year you have been graduated, then that will be implemented from next year. And similarly, if you are coming to the below category, it is known as degraduation. For getting to the previous category, your both the criteria has to be met. For coming to the below category, your both the criteria has to be met. The first category is investment. Your investment should be less than the previous category, and also your turnover should come down from previous category. For example, for graduation, if your investment is less than 1 crore, you are a micro enterprise. And if your turnover is also like 4 crores, you will fall under micro enterprise. But if your investment is less than 1 crore, but your turnover is 6 crores, it will become small enterprise. Whereas if a business is a small enterprise, and if its turnover comes below, if its investment is 7 crores, and if turnover comes below 5 crores, it will be still considered as small enterprise. It will not be considered as micro enterprise. So for graduation only one criteria is sufficient, whereas for coming down, both the criteria has to be mentioned. That means investment should be below previous limit, as well as turnover need to also to be below previous limit. So for this video, only this much. To look for further videos, keep following us, subscribe the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.